guys, welcome to a Thursday evening with me, your girl Chev. So I'm gonna do some fish today. So I'm gonna fry two different types of fish, and I like to fry my fish the day before because I don't want to do any cooking on Good Friday. I just want to lay in my bed, and it's something that we normally do back home. When I say back home, I mean Jamaica. So what I'm going to do today is fry these 2 bags of fish, all prepared for tomorrow. Got my bun and cheese all ready, and I might even do some fried plantain. So what I've actually done, I have seasoned my fish from last night, and I put it in this bag. And I don't know if you guys remember these little tiny fish. I can't remember the name of it, but these are really nice with Ardo bread. Have you ever gone to like Nine Night back home? And sometimes they used to fry these. I don't know if they still do it. It's been a long time, but I still do like them. So they were selling them for, say, £4 a kilo. So I purchased half a kilo. So this is what I got for half a kilo, which is really good. And I got 5 snapper for, it was about £13. So I've got my Dutch pot on, and I'm warming, I'm eating the oil. So I'm going to drop some garlic in just to try and get rid of the smell a little bit. I'm also going to light a candle. Someone said to me, when you light candle, it actually get rid of the smell. So I'm going to get a candle to light, and I'm going to get my wine. So this is my wine my daughter poured for me before I got in from work. So this is what I'm going to be drinking today while I'm frying. So I'm going to light the candle. I've got no matches, so I'm going to improvise like how we light fire home. So I am going to use paper. We used to do this home. You know, when you don't have matches or anything like that, you just improvise and use paper, but then careful not to burn the place down. So I am going to light my candle. I'm just going to have it on the table in the kitchen. So be very careful when you do this. Just out it in water so you don't put it and then it start catch fire. So I'm just going to leave this on the side just to get rid of the smell of when the fish is frying. So I already also cut up my onions, my carrots, some red sweet peppers, and some chili peppers, Scotch bonnet to be precise. So what I'm actually gonna do, once I finish frying the fish, I'm gonna put them into a tray. Let me just grab the tray. So this is what I'm gonna fry my fish and put them in. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna just cook up all this for about probably a minute because I don't want it to get too soft. And I have it soaking in vinegar. So I like to use, let's grab the vinegar. I like to use distilled vinegar. And I just soak it up in there a little bit. And then once I'm done, I will pour over my fish. And it will be all ready. Let's put my plantain aside. The oil is still eating up. Now I purchased this new Dutchie because the other one outdo itself. So I needed to get rid of it. So I just purchased a new one. Now the oil still need to eat up. Let's put that here. So I am just going to move this here. So I'm going to do the big ones first. I've already washed my hands. I'm going to wash it again because I put it in my mouth. Just dry. Now I'll put a garlic in, so the garlic will take away the smell. So I am going to start frying my fish. So I've actually cut the fish on both sides. So if you can see, I've cut it on both sides. They're not that big, so I'm going to put it in. So you put top and tail. You have to be careful not to get burned at the same time. And just keep an eye on it so it doesn't stick to the pot. This is a good Dutch pot so it won't stick. So you allow the fish to fry on either side for a couple of minutes. You want it to get it very, very crispy. Because you're doing fried fish, so you want it to be crispy. Let's just have a little sip. So what are you guys going to be doing for Easter? What's going to be on your menu? What you're going to be having tomorrow? We all know that a lot of Jamaicans will be having their fried fish with their bun and their cheese. And I'll definitely be one. I'll be having that. So I'll be having bun and cheese and fish Friday, Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'll think maybe I'll do a takeaway instead. If I don't want to do any cooking, I'll just do a takeaway. So as you see, my fish, they are not sticking because of the Dutch is very good. So I'm just going to turn them over. And let them continue to fry because I want them to be very, very crispy, guys. And be careful when you're turning it so it doesn't shin. You don't want to get burned. And once I finish frying the big ones, then I'm going to start the fine fish. See, this is how small they are. See? Not a lot of people like them, but I do. And as I said, they taste really good with bread. Especially hard-dough bread. But I might have some tonight with sweet bread. Or with some plantains. Because I'm going to fry some plantains. And one thing I hate when you're frying fish is the oil all chilling up. So I always like to wipe as I go along. So let's let it get crispy. You don't cover it because you don't want water from the cover to go in, because when you mix water, everybody knows that when you mix the water with the oil, all you get is a lot of chilling. So make sure that your pot is dry before you actually put your oil in, because all you're gonna get is a lot of oil spitting up. So make sure your pot is completely dry before you actually put your oil in, and then just heat the pot. So you want to get it really, really hot, because you don't want to partially eat it and then when you put your fish in. See, I put the garlic in and I'm not really smelling too much of a fishy type of smell. I think the garlic helps. I'm just eating the carrot, but it tastes so good with the vinegar soaked in it and the pepper. so good. I'm going to turn it over again on the other side. You can turn it a couple of times. But remember to make it crispy. I'm so glad I finished work today. I could not wait for 4 o'clock. Know that I have 4 days to absolutely rest before I go back to work next week. I'm just turning it again because I want it crispy. While that's frying, I think I'm gonna peel some plantain, get the plantain ready. I'm actually gonna add the plantain this afternoon. And this one I'll be able to press it, if anybody know about pressed plantain. So you fry the plantain first, and then you actually press the plantain, put it back to fry, add a little bit of salt, really nice. So what I like to do is to press it back into the skin. So once I fry it, I will press it into the skin. Some people use cloth, but I don't want to use a cloth to do that. So as you see, they're not fully ripe, so I've cut the plantain into 6 pieces. And then once the fish is completed, I'm just going to fry it in the same pan, and then I can press them out. So I'm going to take out my fish. You need to drain it off to make sure the oil is draining off. You don't want to put it in the pan oiling. So now I'm going to use 2 forks because I don't want to break them. So you drain the oil off. Put it in the pan. Now you can do them top and tail as well. You got like about a couple more to fry. So while the fish are frying, I'm just going to do some washing up so you can watch the pot for me. just turn. See, I love this pot. They don't stick. But I'm gonna get some bread. Because I'm gonna add some bread with the fine fish. So see guys, see? And I guarantee you this fish is not gonna last until Saturday. By tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, this fish is gonna finish by the end of the day. Now who can come home from work and a glass of wine is waiting for you? That's why I love my daughter. So I'm going to use the 2 forks to turn them because I don't want to break them. And I don't want to spill oil. I don't want to burn myself. You can also, you can also use the Dutchie to cook rice in. Not just for frying and boiling. You can cook rice in it. And I love the cover. Very, very heavy. I like this cover. Some of the other ones I don't like the covers, but this one I like. This is a 24, I think centimeters. Or 24 inch, I don't know. I'm not good at math. I think I paid 31 pounds. I'm not going to call the name of the website, but I paid 31 pounds. Best pot. Every Jamaican house you go in, you should find one of these pots. Now the garlic has burnt out. Look at the garlic. See? Fry out. When I'm done, I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in a pan just to do this for a couple of minutes. Probably do it for like a minute because I don't want them to cook out soft. If you don't want to have fried fish, you can always do fish and put okra, carrot and stuff like that in it, and it's really, really nice that way. You don't have to necessarily fry fish for Easter if you don't want. You can do it different. Not everybody's going to fry. Everybody's going to do it different. But I like to have it fried. So I'm going to turn them again so the other side can get some niceness. You never know, maybe Saturday I feel like some soup. Or maybe I feel like doing some soup on Saturday. And I might do some soup. Depending on how I feel. Because Saturdays I like doing soup, chicken foot soup. Grab a pan that I'm going to use for the oil. I'm just going to use this to fry them. I'm not going to put a lot of oil. I'll put a small amount of oil in it. when I'm doing it. Just a small amount. Because you don't want it oily. Well, let the oil burn off. Put that one in. So I've got one more of the big fish to fry. And then I will start doing the small ones. Now the small ones I can just put in loads at a time because they're very tiny. And drain the oil. So now let's do the last of the big fish. Should I wear gloves? Now because there's only one in the pan, what I'm going to do is put some of the small ones in it as well. So I don't need all this juice. So that's going to get thrown away. So I'm going to put a couple of the small ones to start frying them. So they don't take long to fry, these small fish. You can put a lot of them in at the same time. They're very quick. So when I'm frying those, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the spaghetti kind of take them out because it will get rid of the excess oil. And I don't want excess oil. Always clean your cooker as you go along so you don't have build up grease. Chinese rice crackers. Nice. Comes with peanuts. You get them at Allen and Barrett. You get a big bag for about $4.99. Sometimes you can buy one and get one free. Off price. And they're really nice. Wash my hands again. See what these little fish look like? Let me show you. See how tiny they are? But I want them to fry more. I want them to be crispy. I'm gonna taste the fish. I can't be frying, I don't taste fish. Sorry. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. Just tasting that. I so want to go and have a shower and go in my bed. But I have to finish frying these fish fillets. I got an idea. Let me get a container to put these in. So I'm going to put the tiny fish in this container. Trust me, they are frying. See? So what they look like. Really good. Oh, cook and don't taste that good. Now the big boys are done. Time for the small fry. As I said, I can put in loads at a time. So I'm going to use this. So I use that to take them out. I can put a little bit more in because they're very tiny and they don't stick together. So you can fry a lot of them all together. I'm going to show you what I mean when I say you can have it with bread. I'm going to have it with sweet bread. 1 second. So, let me get a slice of sweet bread. I'm not going to put any butter on it. So this is the sweet bread I'm talking about. It says brochet. This is my bun that I'm going to be having tomorrow. Now, I don't like bun with raisin. So I tend to... I don't like one with raisin, so I always go for those ones, those little ones. My raisin have to be blended out. I don't know why, but that's just me. I'm gonna put a little bit more vinegar on the onion, the carrot, and the pepper, because I want it to have that vinegary taste. You can put as much vinegar as you want. You don't have a limit. I'm not doing a limit. If you want it to be vinegar. So I'm gonna get my brochet bread, and I'm gonna get 3 of these little, look, break up. 3 of these little babies. Okay. Put my bread. Just squeeze it. And that's it. That tastes so good. And on top of that, I am hungry. You don't have to have it with this bun bread. You can have it with hard-dough bread. And I think it tastes better with hard-dough bread. It tastes better with hard-dough bread. Make sure they're fried really, really crispy. But I'm not gonna lie, it tastes good. And I haven't even put the pepper yet. That will go on last. So I might cut up another onion because I want to put some onion in this one as well. So I might cut some more onion. So let me just cut up another onion. So we have enough onion. I'm not gonna lie, people. If you could taste it through the camera, but sorry, it tastes good. Because I want to put some on the smaller fish as well. I wasn't planning on doing them little fine ones, but when I went to the fish place and then I saw them, I said, you know what, I haven't had these in a long time, so I'm gonna get some. So what I normally do is I cut my onion like in a ring, and then I split it up. So like this. Everybody should know anyway. And then I'm gonna mix it up. So I have enough for the 2 containers. So if my daughter don't want a very fine fish, she can go for the big ones. Or anybody that come here, they can go for the big ones. It's up to you. But I'm gonna be having both. I'm not bothered. Now once you cook up the onion, then you'll see what I'm talking about. I think these are ready to come out, you know. They are about almost ready. So I'm gonna take them out. Just I brought them up. That's how you go. Then find little fish, your problem fish. I'm almost done, you know. Not have enough left. You know. More than just to fry the plantain. Why? This £2 worth enough, you know. Another £4 a kilo. I never know that's so much. Just tell the man give me half a kilo, yeah, man. Can you imagine if we did buy this, the 1 kilo, how much we'd have? So now, let's finish with this. I'm gonna put it, I'm near the patois and English together. Sorry. So that's the last of the fish gone in. So I'm gonna get this section now prepared for the plantain. Let's get the plantain section ready. Because I can't bother to do different oil. So as I said before, I'm gonna split the plantain. I've done 6 pieces. So I'm gonna press it in here. So what I'm gonna do, fry the plantain, then press it out, and then fry it again. So you get like a crisp. You can put salt on it if you want. You don't have to put salt. And while I'm doing the plantain, then I will do the bits for the fish. And then I'm done. Let me get a fork because it seems like say that's something there mash up my fish. My little fine fish then. See, this is what it looks like. See? Them little bits, look. Head and all. So as I said, if people don't want to have that, they don't have to have it. Then you can't have the big one. But as I said, may I have both of them. You give them a little fry. Don't go and fry before me go turn them over. Let me finish off mine. See, this is what me I eat. Yeah, good. If you could taste this right now. Tastes so good. You know how long I've been eating these little fish? A long time. Now when I say they're nice, trust me. They're nice. I'm going to take out the garlic now because it literally burn out. Look, you can get rid. Sorry guys, I can't help it. I like these fish. Them nice now. So what I'm gonna do, I was gonna fry the egg, the plantain in the same pan, but I'm gonna fry it in this. So I'm gonna start frying the plantain. I'll just get the plantain going. We want to come out of this kitchen. So I'm gonna start frying the plantain. Get on my feet all morning. So all I'm gonna do after this is just do the. Should have thought of that long time, innit? But you know, sometimes you're not thinking. Well, the little fish, them almost done now. They're not take that long to fry. Them almost finished. Just give them a couple more minutes. Sometimes expect them to break up because of how fragile. They're very fragile. So you have to be careful. So if they break up, it doesn't really matter. And when you finish, some people wait for the cooker to cool down to clean it. I don't. I clean it hot. I clean my cooker hot. I can't be bothered waiting until it cool down. And now, let's drain off the water. I mean oil. See, me I chat all rubbish. I mean also I'm not tipsy. That small amount of wine can make me drunk. So I'm just get rid of this. Careful as well when you hold this because it's hot. Let me just get out the rest. Whee. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to just set this here. And I'm going to take off the Dutch pot now. And I'm going to rest it at the side. Because I am now done frying the fish. So what I'm going to do, don't worry, where I've put it is actually, can take hot pans. So it won't damage the surface. So now I'm going to use a spoon because I don't want a lot of oil. So I'm going to use a spoon just to take up some of the oil to cook up. Ouch, that hot. See, that's what I'm saying, you have to be careful because it's chinning. Couple of spoons. And I'm going to start put this in. Let me check the pan. Right. So we have a hot pan now. So I'm putting in the plantains. I'm going to fry them, then turn them over. Once I do that, then I take them out and repress, and then I will put them back in. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually start putting in this in here. The vinegar. It's already soaked up into this. I'm not going to have it on for long. I just want it to cook for a little bit. Maybe this pan is a bit small, but what I'm going to do is just to give it a bit of covering, so it can cook faster. I only need it for a minute, so I want it to be quick. I only need it for 1 minute. Let me wash up in the meantime while you watch plantain fry. Because I like to clean up as I go along. I want to be out of this kitchen by at least 1:15 so I can go and have a shower. And watch Auntie Dana. Yeah, she gone live, but because I'm using the tablets to do the video in, I have to actually wait till I'm done to go and watch Auntie Dana live. So I saw it go when you only have one gadget. Now everybody can afford 2 gadgets. I can watch her on my phone, but I rather watch her on the tablet or on my TV if I prefer. So I'm just turning these over now. I've got the cooker down low on the plantain. Some people say plantain. You know, Jamaicans say plantain. But for the camera, I'm going to say plantain. Okay? I want them to speed up now because we won't come out of this kitchen. So I just turn it up a little bit more. So this is what the small fish looks like. They will break up, but they're still nice, see? So I am going to season them up, then put them on the table and get out of this kitchen. Yeah, I just want the onion and everything else to get a little soak up. There's a lot of vinegar. So it's not gonna take long. And the pot's cooling down, so what I'm gonna do is start taking them out to press them. I'm gonna do one at a time because sometimes you're pressing them back in the skin and you can't do 2 at the same time. I think I've actually messed this one up. See? And then just put it back to fry. Sometimes they come out crispy. It depends on how your plantain is. Or I should say plantain. So see, I pressed it into the back into the skin, and as you see, this is what you end up with, a flatness. No matter how it looks, you know, you don't have to be perfect. As long as you get the frying crispiness that you want. So I'm about ready to turn this off, because as I said, I don't want it to cook out too much, so I'm going to give it another minute, and then I will turn it off and then do what I need to do. So my plantain is starting to burn because I've already flattened them out. I'll try that. So I'm gonna switch it off and let the heat just take over. See? I'm gonna start taking these out. I want that fry a little bit more. I have another 2 to press. So when they're flat, they come out a bit crispy like this, you see? You can put salt. I'll just leave as is. If you don't want to put salt, you don't have to. It tastes good just the same. I used to love these home, and I'm not wasting any part of it. So it's frying out. So I have one more for press, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the fish. Hot. Some people use cloth to press it. I rather just use back the skin of the plantain. See? So you can use the skin of the plantain. Alright, let's get rid of this. I'm going to put light on. So my plantain is frying. I can get rid of that. I'm going to wash that afterwards. So I'm going to turn down the plantain in a bit because the fire is too late under it now. So I've turned it down just a little. See? Look at my plantain. See what they look like? Once I'm done, I am going to clean down the cooker. See, when you tidy as you go along, when you're cooking, it becomes easier, less work. You don't have to worry about tidying up afterwards. I might put some salt on these. Might. So now it's just one left to fry, so I'm just gonna turn the cooker off. Can fry in the oil and just wipe down. And then I'm gonna put the toppings on the fish, and then I am done. So my plantain is done, my fish is done. So now I am going to transfer all of this onto the fish. But I'm not gonna let the juice of the vinegar go in, see? I'm not gonna let the juice of the vinegar go in. Because I don't want the juice to go in. But I want pepper to go in. Let's see. Let me eat this onion. Wow. Vinegar for days. Now I'm gonna put some on here. Starting to rain again. So I'm gonna drain off some of the water because I don't want it to go into the fish. So this is what the small fish look like. And then we have the big fish container. So as you can see, we've covered it with all the nice little stuff. And then here I have my fried plantain. I'm gonna clean the cooker. I'm not gonna wait for it to actually dry. I mean cool down. I'm just gonna clean it. So I am actually going to bring the camera closer so you can actually see what I made today. So there we go. Fish. Maybe the camera is not that perfect, but as you can see, let's show you. As you guys can see, the fish. That's the fine bits. I have done some plantain, as you can see. And this is the big fish, as you can see. Okay. So today I did my fish, and I did 2 lots of fish. So I want to say a very big thank you for staying with me over the hour, and please go and click the notification bell, like my video, share my video, and if you like what you see, just tell your friends to come on over. As I said, I'm gonna be doing different things. So I'm gonna be cooking, I'm gonna be baking, I'm gonna be making juice, and I'm gonna be doing some different bloggings, maybe holiday blogs, you never know. So just stay tuned. Have a lovely Easter break. I know I'm gonna have a nice little break because I'm gonna enjoy the 4 days. And enjoy your bun and cheese, all you Jamaicans. Whoever don't eat bun and cheese and fish, enjoy your Easter eggs and have a good one. Bye bye.